You know, we all look for some tips for getting ahead in life, and our life coach, Deirdre Danahar, is here, and she says one secret may be tapping into your creativity.
Yes, good morning.
Especially for us who think that we have no creativity.
Right. And there's lots of people who feel like they don't have creativity, especially adults. And there's probably a number of reasons why, but a primary driver of that in our contemporary age is we have relied so much on what happens in the left side of our brain to make the world work.
Now, what's going on the left side of my brain? I'm like, well, first off, I need to figure out.
Well, yours personally, I'm not sure. No, but in general terms, the left side of the brain is for processing things in sequence, like learning how to spell in sequence. People who are really good spellers tend to have more dominant left side hemisphere functioning. It's just how their brain works. The right side is more what people call creative, or bringing things together, synthesizing various things into a common whole. If you've ever doodled in a meeting...
I never have.
Okay, I've doodled in a meeting, so I'll admit to that.
Okay.
If you've done that, that's the right side of your brain working. The fact that we can recognize faces is the right side of our brain working, so everybody's creative.
And I think people also think creativity is only through art,
yes.
Some kind of an art.
Right.
But there are other ways to be creative, right?
Absolutely. Take a look at some of the contemporary products that we have out now. There's a whole line of kitchen appliances with those really soft grips. That was a creative way of saying, how do we take something that works well now and make it better? So when you innovate, you're being creative, and that keeps things moving forward.
Now, how do people start to tap into their creativity if they've never done it before? If they're like me, I sit at meetings and I just take notes on everything that's being said.
Sure. Well, the first thing you can do is just be curious. Ask, how could we do this better? What could be different here? What else could I do? So just being curious automatically starts that process for you. The second thing to do is not to wait for inspiration to just strike, to actually structure time in where you're not in a meeting, but you're purposefully just asking the question, what if? What if I was to try a new way of working? What if I was to try a new recipe? And just contemplate. That allows the right side of your brain to start playing with the left side of your brain.
Now, can you be too creative?
I suspect so.
Because I feel like there are the people who are the analyzers and the people that are just sometimes too creative, and I guess you got to try to find a happy medium.
Exactly, you have to find a happy medium. And you're right, you're going to have people at either end of an extreme, but most of us, if we can end up in the middle, it's pretty good.
All right. Now, what have you been up to at your office?
In terms of creativity?
Yeah, you're creative. Because I know you write a lot of articles.
Right. Actually, I wrote an article on this topic. It was published in the Jackson Free Press a couple of weeks ago. But I've also been working on developing a free report that I'll be putting out to my mailing list. So that's been a pretty creative endeavor.
Now, how can people get on your mailing list?
They can go to my website at inmotioncc.com and sign up for my newsletter, and that they will eventually get this free report when I release it in a few weeks.
And some of the other things that you can help people with, tell folks.
I can help you sort out what is the underlying motivation for the reason you get out of bed every day beyond the paycheck. The paycheck's important, but what does that paycheck lead you to?
Right. They have bills, but
right.
yeah.
But if there's something beyond that, if you're looking to make a big decision in your life, I can help you weigh those options. If you're just feeling stuck and like you need to approach things in an entirely new way, I can help you figure out what that entirely new way is.
All right, thank you so much. And tell folks what your number is so they can get in contact with you.
601-362-8288.
All right, thank you so much as always for coming by. We appreciate it.
Wonderful to see you.
She's always preaching to me.